say. Wait, they don't wanna be like I love you. Wait, they don't wanna be like I love you.
And we're back. Welcome back, Mark, Pop.
What's
This
up?
is Lulu.
Yep.
Closer to our normal schedule, getting on track.
We're getting there. Getting back to the way we used to be.
Yep. So, yeah, this show is going to be more traditional because I know last show was kind of just like a catch up and Punta Cana special. So I have some things for us to talk about today.
Mm-hmm.
So you ready to dive in?
Yeah. What is this first one we got here?
So this actually just came to my attention that when are we putting out the show? You think we might if we put this out Monday, June 12th?
I can put it out tomorrow if you want.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
All right.
So Monday, June 12th is the 50th anniversary of the Loving versus Virginia case. So 50 years ago, June 12th, our marriage became legal.
Oh, that's what's up. Shout out to all the interracial people out there making little mulatto babies.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to bridge the gap, I guess. Finding love where love takes you. You know what's funny, and I always tell people this, but I don't think many people believe it. But we are a true love story. Like, it wasn't like you were notorious for dating black dudes. And it wasn't like I was known for notoriously dating white women.
We didn't meet on an interracial love.com.
We didn't meet on like zebrahookup.net.
Oh, jeez.
You know, it was just one of those situations where, yeah, because you're like the first white chick that I've ever dated. Mm-hmm. Like I've dated, I think I dated a white chick in the 3rd grade, and she broke up with me.
Yeah, that bitch.
Because my phone cut out, and she thought that I hung up on her. But that was good because she was a little rough around the edges. She probably would have put a bad taste in my mouth for all white women's.
Yeah.
You know? And as far as I know, I'm the first black dude you've ever dated.
Uh-huh.
And it just happened that it worked out for us.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Shout out to Loving versus Virginia. Didn't see the movie.
I know. I
have no interest.
I might put it on.
Sure.
You
I
know,
have no interest.
You can casually
None
walk by.
None. I know how this movie ends.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those movies where it's just like, it wasn't like it was like historically like great acting. You know, I think it's just like, I'm just like, I'm not really big on those type of films anyway.
I know.
Like,
I know that's about you.
Yeah. Period pieces, anything that takes place when black folks wasn't having a great time in life, generally.
Not your go-to.
Yeah, like the first Captain America movie, I was just like, 1950s wasn't my jam.
Mm-hmm.
Even Wonder Woman, I was just like,
yeah,
I guess, you know. So that's cool. 50 years, June 12th. All right. You really populated this this docket today.
Yeah.
Are we really trying to talk about Master of None? I thought we already.
You had written those down, I thought.
Oh, damn. All right.
But
I don't remember that. Let's just take that one off. Okay, here we go. So, in TV, we've watched The Handmaiden's Tale.
Yes.
Pretty horrific.
So, I think with this show, which it was a movie I actually want to watch, but this show would not have freaked me out 5 years ago as much as it does now, because now it's believable. I see it. I see how it happened. I see how it could happen.
Right, yeah. I definitely think this show wouldn't be as popular if it took place during...
Obama's first.
No, even if it took place during like Hillary Clinton's reign as president.
Yeah.
But because it's like we have Trump and Pence, and if we get Trump out, we still got Pence. It's just kind of like, this is some scary shit that could happen. And especially everything that Trump has done within the first, 5 months of his presidency, definitely like made a reality of how fast things can turn, given the worst case scenario.
And how many people will follow you to the bottom of hell.
Yeah, I definitely linked an article on my Facebook about Trump voters who they were on Obamacare, and they like a reporter interviewed them back in like November, and they were like gun ho all about Trump, and they were like, he's going to do this, he's going to do that, and then after the Republican, are they calling it Trump Care?
Yeah.
After Trump Care came out, they went back and visited those same people to see how they felt. And, you know, half of them felt bewildered. The other half was like, it's like a bum deal, but, you know, Trump is still my president and he's going to take care of us and this, that, and the third. And it was kind of funny because one of the dudes is taking mad medication because he has like the black lung from the coal mine. And I was like, they found a real fucking coal miner. Like, I always hear them talk about bringing back the coal mine jobs and like turning all this eco shit over for the coal mine jobs. And I'm like, you guys gotta let that shit go.
Yeah.
That's like me campaigning to bring back PlayStation 2 games. Like, yo, they got PlayStation 3, they got PlayStation 4.
Going backwards
there's like
is never
PSVR. Like, there's so many other ways that you can grow and evolve, and you can't just be having that shit no more. Like, you just gotta let that shit go. There's so many new avenues to go down. Old people are definitely not into like change.
Oh no. And
I hope that when I don't think I will be because I'm for change for the most part. And I think that as I grow older, I would like to. I don't necessarily need to stay current with the times, but I want to at least have my finger on
one
the
of
pulse.
those hip up on it woke old people.
I just want to know.
You see,
like, I'm not trying to like wear whatever they're wearing at the time. But I at least want to acknowledge the fact that, oh, this is in, like, this person's in style. I don't need to know, like, the deep cuts. Like, I'm not trying to find the fifth harmonies of, like, my 50s. But at the same time, if someone's, like, you know, in, like, 2000, like, what is it, like, 2000 and, like, what, 45 or some shit? And they're like, hey, this guy is, like, your versions of Bruno Mars. I want to be like, he's not as good as Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars had a better voice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I would be able to, like, compare because I would at least be in the know.
Yeah.
That's my goal for old life. But it's a Hulu show.
It's a Hulu show. We actually have to watch this week's still, but it's a fucking riveting show. It's tough to watch at times.
Right.
But it's a good fucking show. Like, the acting is good.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of more casually watch it than me. Some episodes had you in the episode with the husband had you.
I casually watch it because it kind of scares me.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I'm like a low key apocalypse theorist, and I can just see, and I like put myself in those scenarios, like when the husband was like trying to smuggle out his wife and his kids, and everything that kind of went wrong, and he ended up in like Little America. And in the meantime, his wife is going through the struggle.
Yeah. We don't know where his kid is.
I mean, hopefully they do some type of test and she has like not good ovaries and they just like leave her be or something. Like, and that's fucked up to wish upon someone. But yo, if you got good ovaries, it is
Your
not a
life is
kind
shit.
world for you.
Nope.
And the fact that whole world got created in a limo ride is mind blowing. Like, two motherfuckers were like, yo, we should get hookers.
Yeah.
We should get concubines. Because I guess a hooker is someone who you would pay for. They don't really, I mean, they kind of feed them and house them. But that's kind of it.
Yeah, you're forced. You still like, it's not by choice.
And then they force the wives to be a part of it.
Oh, God, it's the weirdest.
As
Weirdest
these dudes,
sex
like,
ever.
wear suits and then, like, not stare. And then, but they have, like, that weird sex area that they can, like, bring people to. And it's tough. It's a tough show. If you like lighthearted shows, don't watch it.
Yeah. That's a good
So we watched Kimmy Shmidt.
Yes, season 3.
It was tough at first.
At first, I hated it. Like,
Yeah.
at first, every time you put it on, I was like, no, let's watch something else.
Right. It definitely took a little bit of time to get into the rhythm of the show. And the first 5 episodes of jokes, none of the jokes really landed.
Nope.
The Titus episode with him doing his lemonade was excellent. And this season felt very much like the Unbreakable Titus Andromedon.
Oh, Titus really that. I mean, because I got hooked on it eventually, and he was the reason I kept watching.
Right.
His friggin' that song, the Boobs in California song.
I like
Boobs in California. It's so catchy.
Drugs in California. I like California. Yeah, everyone from 30 Rock made a cameo this season.
Yeah, they did bring out everyone.
I guess because they're not doing anything else.
That's true.
None of them are doing anything.
Well, good on Tina Fey for bringing her friends on board, you know?
Tina Fey looked good.
She looks great.
She looked good.
You know why? Because she's a lighthearted, happy person.
That's what you got to do. Does she have kids?
I don't think so.
You don't have kids. I think she might have kids. I'll like check into it. Actually, I just gotta look that up because I must know now.
Yeah, I was about to look it up, but if
Okay. So I think one of the major secrets to success, the secrets to prolonged good looks and happiness, is one, be wealthy,
yeah,
but you got to be fun wealthy. And by fun wealthy, I mean she has kids.
2.
Okay.
She's been married to the same person since 2001.
Okay.
She's 47.
All right. How old are her kids?
Let's look at her personal.
I imagine they're twins.
Do.
All right. Well, while you looked it up, my secrets to looking youthful.
All right. Sorry, not to cut you off. They're different ages. One was born in 2005, and one was born in 2011.
God damn.
So she was over 40 when she had the second one.
She's wildin'. Okay, so she's like a freak of nature. Okay, so the first step to looking great while you're older is being black. If you're just black, I mean,
You got to go really hard to not age
you
well.
definitely gotta live like a really hard life, or just have like, you know, just not the blessed genes. But for the most part, just being black and staying alive till you're old, you'll look pretty youthful.
Mm-hmm.
Drink some water every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Rub some cocoa butter into your skin, and you will be just fine. What I would secondly recommend is to be wealthy, be rich, but be fun rich. You don't want to be rich by like stepping on the backs of like your friends. You want to be rich by like writing a cute jingle or having a TV show or being an actor. That type of shit kind of keeps you a little bit youthful, a little bit, because you don't have the same type of traumas as long as you stay away from the drugs.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Don't do drugs.
Yeah. And third, if you can't be rich, if you can't be black, don't have any kids. I've noticed that people without kids just generally look a little bit better by the time they're the same age as their counterparts with kids who aren't like wealthy or black. You know what I'm saying? So that's my school. That's like my tips to staying youthful. You're welcome.
I would say don't. I mean, we didn't say do drugs, but I feel like smoking ages the shit out of people.
Yeah, but I think if you're still black and you smoke, you might be all right.
Well, I'm speaking for the white people.
Oh, white people. Oh, stay out the sun.
You gotta stay out the sun.
Don't tan.
Don't tan.
Don't smoke.
Drink a lot of water. Don't stress out.
I mean, that's tough. White people be stressing a lot.
I know. I mean,
They'd be like, we're losing this country.
just
They'd be making up stressful situations.
yep. None of that.
I'd be like, yo, I just walked outside and it's just stressful. Like, I don't got to make shit up. It already happened for me. So, yeah. What else we got here?
All right. So, next, the foods we are eating. I don't know if you put that on there. Did you want to talk about that? Terry's?
P.Terry's veggie burgers?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay. I think we brought it up, though, so you should probably say something, or not.
All right, so when I was in Austin, I was water fasting, and I wasn't really eating. So I was able to get some P.Terry veggie burgers to bring back from Austin. They're only made in Austin, Texas, or they're only made in Texas in general, I do believe. They only sold at the Whole Foods down there, and they're pretty good. Would I say they're the best veggie burgers I've ever had? No.
They're good, though.
When I say top 3, sure.
Yeah, they're really
I still
good.
think the Beast Burger is one of my favorite.
Oh, yeah. That's a really good one. It's
Yeah.
worth the price.
There's also one that we haven't tried that supposedly bleeds.
Yeah, that makes me nervous. I'll try it, but...
I mean, I'll try it. I'll try anything.
All right, so the other thing I wanted to touch on In case, I mean, by the time y'all hear this, you'll probably have missed out. But in Philadelphia, it is Philly Beer Week, which is a magical time. And me, Mark, and my coworker and her fiance all went to Lucky's Last Chance in Manayunk to a ticketed event where basically you sampled cupcakes and fancy beer. And my expectations for this was kind of low. It was only $18 a ticket, but I was like, I didn't expect it to be as good as it was. And
why were your expectations low?
well, I just was like, I thought it'd be fun, but I didn't know that beer was going to be so fucking strong. Like, we had 4, what would you call them, like cups? Like actually like a serving size of a cup, like a measured cup, I would say, of beer. And I couldn't drink more than 2.5. I was drunk. And I knew I was going to get to the point of no return.
Yeah, it definitely, when we got there, there was a debate if we were eating or not. And for me, it wasn't a debate. I was just trying to be polite and let them order first. But when they were just kind of like dancing around the subject, I was like, menus.
You saw
please.
the percentage of alcohol in not all those beers. The lowest was what, 11%?
I think the lowest was 8.
Okay.
They were like, I think they were like, it was
3
like
were
11. It was like 11.8, 11.8. No, it was like 11.3, 11.3, 11.9.
And then the 8.
And then like an 8.7. With 3, I would say mini muffin size cupcakes.
Mm-hmm.
Which was, and the funny thing was is that the cupcakes were my least favorite part of that evening. Mm. And that's like, the cupcakes were good.
Mm-hmm.
But I wish they were a little bigger.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. I wish they were big enough where I didn't have to order food.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't have wanted to. We needed to eat food. Plus, their food is fucking slamming.
We ordered some weird hash with some weird tater tots. They had like some type of cheese on them. And we split a veggie burger, El Guapo.
So good.
Yep.
Ugh.
And it didn't fall apart on you.
No,
like
it didn't.
The veggie burger in
Movie Tavern.
The Movie Tavern, which just platooned all over your bosoms.
It sure did.
So that was tough. Do you remember your favorite beer?
The 21st Amendment. It was
21st Century.
I thought it was 21st Amendment.
I'm pretty sure it's 21st Century.
But it's actually called Finally. They sell it as Finally Legal.
And not Barely Legal.
Yeah.
Which
my dear sweet
husband
yelled out.
Which I do believe is a pornographic series starring 18-year-old ladies.
Okay.
That was not my intentions. It just was like, I guess because Finally Legal.
Yeah, I could see the.
And then, but I've heard of Barely Legal before. Not to say that is a genre that I'm like subscribing to or nothing, but I've heard that in the passings.
Okay.
Kind of like BBC.
Okay.
You know what that stands for?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I'm not going to say it out loud.
No, that's cool. Or like
British Broadcasting.
Or like Pegging RS.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
You've heard of it in passing, and you know of things, but that's not your, your subscribed thing.
So, yeah, that beer. Also, side note, all these beers were made by Weyebacher, which is a local brewery based in Easton, but their beers are sold. You see them everywhere. I think they're a national beer. Good fucking beers. Like, if you're trying to get sauced off a single beer, you probably could.
Especially if you had like a tall boy of the 21st century.
Which is 13% if you buy it in the store.
Oh, wow. It definitely tastes like someone took some Evan Williams, the unofficial sponsor of the Midnight Marauders, and mixed it with like a Yangling.
Yeah.
And that's what it tastes like to me. It tastes like if you just mix whiskey and Yangling together in like a proper blend, like a fucking mixologist was back there with fucking Ryan Taver or whatever that dude's name is.
Mm-hmm.
And he was fucking shaking it up and spinning it and flipping that shit. And then he served you the perfect blend of booze and liquor. Beer and liquor combined. That's what it tastes like. But it was like a brewed beer that like was aged in their basement for like 4 years.
Yeah, which is fucking awesome.
Yeah. We're going to make a day trip one day. Hopefully.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
We will see. All right. So up on the docket, up on the trap docket. Let's see. I go, you go, I go, you go. No, you go, I go, you go, I go. That makes sense.
Okay.
So you go.
All right. So in local news, this has been all over Philly.com and all of like the local media sources. This former PHL 17 staffer,
Colleen Campbell,
made a fucking asshole of herself at Helium Comedy Club in Center City.
I like two things about this article. We'll put the link in the show notes. One, is like it says, I may have been drugged. I don't think so. You were just being a bitch.
Oh yeah, you were just being a fucking cunt.
Yeah.
Like,
secondly, though, if you look at this picture,
mm-hmm.
the cop looked like he's giving like the Kanye shrug.
I'm like, this is a meme. This is a fucking meme. Like, this poor cop is just like, ugh.
But when you watch the video, he's just like talking into his radio and listening to them talk back to him. So he's always kind of like arching, like leaning over and arching over. But in this context, it looks like she's saying some bullshit, and he's holding her purse, giving her the Kanye shrug, like, shit happens.
There's also in this link to the video too that will be posted up on our site where you can watch her just fucking curse out this cop that she was basically kicked out of this club because she was being an asshole.
They said loud whispering.
But then she like goes off and she's like she acts like she's a fucking celebrity and she's untouchable.
She did a lot of weird shit. I would say at one point she tried to spit on the manager, but like while the cop was there, but not spit like tit. She was like she conjured up one of those deep, dark Nickelodeon like loogies that she was just trying to dangle from her mouth and like spit into this guy's face. Another point, I think she told a guy to eat her ass.
Yes, I believe she did too.
I do believe that she told someone to eat her ass. And at another point, while handcuffed, she took her shoe off and told someone to smell her shoe.
What the fuck?
And that makes me think your shoe stinks.
Yeah, that's weird.
So it's just weird. Like, it's just weird. Like, eat my ass, smell my shoe, and then try to spit a loogie. And she was like, I was drugged. And maybe she was. Maybe her drug was alcohol. And, she doesn't know how to handle it. And that shit just kind of like tore through her. And that's where we are in life.
Yep. I mean, she got fired from both her jobs.
She had two jobs?
Yeah, she worked at a bar in South Philly called Devil's Den as well.
I feel like I've seen that. Why she get fired from a bar, though? Like, that's kind of strange. Like,
I think because this video blew up and, like...
They was like, we can't have that?
Yeah.
I would actually have kept her staffed at the bar because she probably would have brought in people who want to talk shit.
Yeah, but she might have brought in, like, because she's getting a lot of threats now, so...
Threats from whom?
They're just saying she's getting, Boo, boo, boo. I read somewhere she was getting... It just says, they said she has received thousands of lewd and threatening phone calls, texts, messages, and emails.
She's got to change it up.
She's got to change her name.
Poor thing, but not poor thing.
Nah.
I feel bad, but not really, though.
Nah.
Moving on. So, what is this we have here? Inside the museum that celebrates failures.
I thought of you. I thought you would be into this.
Yes. Unsuccessful products like Crystal Pepsi and Heinz green sauce. I remember the green sauce.
I do too.
Fill this museum of failures in Swedesburg, Sweden. The museum's curator, Samuel West, said He wanted to pay homage to the business failures to encourage people to learn from them. Pepsi learned nothing from
Pepsi
Crystal Pepsi
ain't
because
learned
they brought
shit.
that shit back. And I tried it, and you know what? It's not good. I don't remember Coke 2.
I remember the Coke Black, where they tried to make Coke and coffee a thing.
That was awful.
Because that made the museum.
Ship Happens. I've never seen that. There's like a dog with headphones. I don't know exactly.
Oh. What's it called? Those glasses. Like the Google glasses?
Oh, is that what the dog was wearing? Google glasses?
No, look, there's like another part where he's wearing
Oh.
it's a video, so it's kind of annoying.
Oh, no. Hold on. Let me just go on and pan it through. So Coffee Black, Colgate lasagna.
Like that's the people that make toothpaste.
Yeah. Pringles, sour cream and onion, fat-free chips. That sounds like it should be a success. Yo, Heinz green sauce was super dumb. I remember the commercial for this, and it was very 90s. And it was like backwards hat kid with his like flannel tied around his waist, like skates into his house, and his mom made him a burger. And they're like, "What are you gonna do with your burger, Jimmy?" He was like, "I'm gonna put the green sauce." And they're like, "Whoa!" And it was like nuclear green ketchup.
Ugh.
I would still fuck with that though. The Arch Deluxe, I have no idea what that is.
What that is.
I imagine it to be some form of a Big Mac with a bigger pieces of meat.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I don't even know what to say about that.
Harley Davidson cologne.
Yeah, there's tons of just trash ass technology. Oh, the message pad. Yo, that's Apple? Damn. Yo, the Apple first iPad was like crazy. The one in 1993 was straight trash with the stylus. It looked like one of those things you would like give a kid. It looks like a fucking leapfrog.
It does. Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh man. We will definitely have this link in our show notes so you can check it out. It looks bad. None of this looks good. I think there's like a video phone over there, which technically works today. It's just done in a different way. You know, Google Glass. I thought Google Glass was going to be a thing. I really did believe in it.
I saw one person wearing them ever.
I saw a handful of people wearing them, but I went to like some events,
Oh.
and I would just see someone like skate through with like the crazy wild Google Glass, and they would have on like exclusive like Air Yeezys, and they were you could just tell like they were just like that motherfucker.
Yep.
But there was people who got kicked out of restaurants and like places for wearing their Google Glass, and it was just like a thing. Like it was just mad intrusive.
Yeah.
But there's going to be a time when Google Glass is a thing. Like we're gonna reference it. It's going to be like Google Contact or Google Optical Implant. But it's going to happen. Like we're going to have this technology. There's no way to escape it. The flying car, we'll get it eventually.
Yeah.
Eventually. With time. It may not fly like we want it. Like it may not be like mass production, but I could see if like the flying car being like a way to get from like almost like replacing trains in a way, like a floating rail system or some sort. So yeah, if you ever got the Skrilla and you find yourself in Heisenberg, Sweden, and you want to see all of the marketing failures of the world, check out, what's the name of it?
Does it say the name of it?
The Failure Museum.
Huh.
That's great. Cool. You're up, Boo.
All right. So I generally, since I would say the beginning of January, we've like strayed away from a lot of political shit because it just stresses us out, depresses us. But there is a lot going on right now, and I did want to touch on this one topic that brought me great joy. And I don't know, I'm sure some people out there have been watching the, what is it, Comey? The Comey trial?
Yeah.
So, testifying? You're reading it. So this article is about John McCain losing his fucking mind and just still being put up in places to speak when he's clearly off his fucking rocker.
Yeah, he's not in a good place.
And I listened to this at work, and I was just laughing out loud to myself. Like,
Right.
this motherfucker just sounded like he knew key words to say, like Hillary, Russians, but couldn't figure out how to put them in a sentence that made sense. Couldn't figure out who the fuck the president was. Kept calling Comey president.
There's some funny tweets here, though.
Oh, yes.
There's some like Kamala Harris. Let's talk about this. Like, let's talk about the sessions. John Connery. Let's talk about Hillary. Marco Rubio. Let's talk about me. John McCain. I got bingo.
Yo, he was a blubbering fool. Like, this man should not be in any fucking seat deciding on anything. Like, he tried to insinuate that Hillary... that Hillary basically had the Russians hack so that she would lose... Basically, that Hillary wanted to lose the election and, like, did all that shit on purpose.
John McCain said that?
Yes, he insinuated it. And the fucking dude, the former FBI director...
Yeah.
Was just up there just trying to, like, I can't even imagine that, because I'd be like, can we pass on him?
One of the funny things is, like, I guess one of the quotes is, I've had a lot of conversation with humans over the years, is a thing like James Comey actually said to John McCain. He must have been asking him like the craziest wild fucking questions. And he kept calling him President Comey.
Yep. Like, how is this man of sound mind to be a senator and be questioning motherfuckers?
Because, sometimes when you're crazy, oh God, you're crazy. And it's fine. And people just let you cook. Like, just think of all the old people who have done wild shit.
Mm-hmm.
And you just let them cook. And you just like, fuck it. But he's in a position of power. And
Which is...
how old is he?
He is old.
Did you, what'd you think of the hearing?
I mean, it's not gonna... It's
not going to change anything.
No. He's 80. He's a hard 80. It's like my grandpa was 80 and my grandpa didn't.
Solid 80. I didn't watch it. I was waiting to come home to fill in all, but I've read enough articles and been filled in. And in between breaks, they had it on in the break room, which I think is interesting for my job to do.
Yeah.
But they were it was very interesting to like hear his answers to questions, and people were like, "Oh, he was a genius. He was this. He was that." I'm like, he was a dude at work.
Yep.
And he was playing work defense.
Yep.
Like, I don't want to call him a genius. I would just call him a guy who was like, I had 2 conversations with Obama.
Mm-hmm.
One via phone and one when he was leaving. I had 9 conversations with Trump. And one of them, he was requesting loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. He wanted a pledge of loyalty. My nigga was like, I can give you some honesty.
Well, also the funny part was one of the things I did hear was when he was saying that Trump was threatening that he had tapes, and James was like, "Lordy, I hope he has those tapes." Like, he was all hype that these tapes existed, because he's like, people will understand what I'm going through.
Yeah. I read about this story where Trump invited him to a dinner. And he thought it was going to be multiple people, but it was just him and Trump at dinner. That's
so. I could just picture the giant table too with all this food.
I just imagine gold silverware and like gold lace plates.
Yep.
And he probably had like liquid cocaine as like a chaser.
Yeah.
Like what's that shit with like the gold in it, like the peach schnapps? Is that which one has the gold flakes?
Ooh.
You know I'm talking about though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you mix that and like Jaeger, I think you get liquid cocaine, which made me black out one time in Seattle.
That's what made me throw up.
Did you black out? Are we trying to relate, or are you just trying to get close? Like, what's happening? Did you black out, or did you just throw up?
I made it home and made it up the steps, and I don't remember.
Okay.
And I woke up with just vomit.
Oh.
Everywhere.
Vomit and like food or something, right? Wasn't there like something in the bed, like cookies?
No, that was a different time. That was goldfish.
Yeah.
No, this was when I still lived at home in my parents' house. And I woke up, and I don't remember throwing up but I knew enough in my drunkenness to throw open a sheet and then wrap it up and put it on the other side of the bed.
Yeah.
But I have no recollection of that whatsoever.
Remember that time you threw up in your grandma's pot?
Casserole dish that you handed me, yes. I've thrown up in a lot of weird shit. Let's not get into that.
Threw up Ben's pesto.
I was waiting for the pizza. That was a sober party, too. That was what the just super sad thing was.
I feel bad for you because you chased alcohol with pesto sauce.
I was also the one that everyone kept pulling into the basement to do shots with. They're like, Lauren likes to drink. I did shots with everyone.
I remember I convinced everyone at the same party to go into the bathroom, turn on the shower, and we all shared one blunt.
Was that the same party? No, that wasn't that party.
Well, same house.
Same house. It's a good house. Good times.
It was a good party house. But it was like 7 of us, and we all shared one. And I was like, we only have one, so we have to hotbox it so that we all can live. And it was awkward, but it was like, yo, like, this is cool. Like, they had like a sandwich party at one of them. I think that might have been the one where we shared, where they had made like grilled cheeses on like a foreman grill. That was solid.
Yeah. What's up, Selena? Chris Acree?
Yeah, good
Good
times.
house.
Good times, good times. I look forward to having a grilled cheese party. We need to get up out of here and get some other shit.
Yeah.
But we just have to get friends who will commute.
Yeah.
In case we end up in the sticks. Yeah, back to this Comey thing. I think Trump is still good money. Like, he's not going anywhere no time soon.
Like I've said from the beginning, the only thing I feel like that's going to get him out of office is an underage sex tape.
Well, I mean, he already had an underage rape case before he got in office, and he just like skipped right over that.
Yeah.
So
I just feel like pedophilia, you can't.
he already had an underage rape case.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm talking like video that we need, like the Russians need to send over that video of him with all those fucking hookers who were 14.
I don't even think that. I think, what would it take for Trump to be gone? I think he'd have to beat Melania.
On camera. There'd need to be footage because people would deny that shit.
Yeah.
They'd be like, she fell into a doorknob.
Like that time Bush fell into a... What did he fall into?
Oh.
He fell into a door.
Yeah, what a
He
funny
had a
president.
black eye.
Yeah.
Oh, you couldn't put no makeup on that shit? You couldn't hire like a Hollywood movie specialist to come through and just dap in your shit
And so
up?
that story could never be told.
Yeah,
Like,
and
no
then
one
just
needs-
like make him sign a crazy waiver and then just give him like the crazy wild tax break.
Yeah.
Like that, I would do it for a crazy. Yo, if I don't gotta pay taxes for 3 years and I just cover up the president's black eye for a couple months, couple weeks, I do that shit.
Yeah.
Taxes blow.
They sure do.
Taxes suck dick, and not in a good way. Like all teeth.
Oh, gee. Oh, it's a toothy. Okay.
A toothy tax head.
Oof. It's uncomfortable, and I don't even have a dick.
I doing it just for tracking to my body. I currently have a really large clit right now.
Stop.
I look like a bodybuilder, like a female bodybuilder down
It's like
there.
you just went into some cold water.
Looks
Does that
like,
make it go away.
yeah. All right, so we don't have anything for the environment. My bad. But we do have something for relationships. And we have 5 rituals to reconnect in your relationship. I found this kind of cute. So apparently, this is from the Gottman Institute, and they were talking to Eric and Rob, this like lovely couple in their 40s that's been married for 10 years. So they got married somewhere around like the 30-ish.
Mm-hmm.
And they have 3 kids. They're raising 3 kids, so I'm not sure if there were some kids before marriage, because I feel like 10 years, 3 kids, that seems very stressful to me. In your 40s, that's just like, once you get past 35, it's like geriatric. So I don't know how those times like even out.
Yeah.
And they say, hey, Rob, about these rituals, what do you do in your marriage that's like a ritual to, reflect your loves? And he was quoted to saying, we hug every day when I get home because physical contact is one of my love languages.
Oh.
Erica is not as affectionate as I am, but she is up for it because she knows how important it is to me. I want to say that the D is some of my love language. Ooh.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too deep? No?
I mean.
Okay. We'll keep it moving. Okay, so I'll polish up my jokes. It was like a long day at work.
No, that's cool. You're doing good.
All right, cool. It was a really long day at work.
I
It
know,
was just one of
baby.
the long
It's been
ones.
a long.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
been a long week.
I don't have any drink. Okay. All right. Okay. So here are 5 daily rituals that will shaping your lives in positive ways. Here we go. Ritual number 1: eat meals together without screens.
I think that's a great idea.
I think that's some bullshit. So I'm just joking. We've done that a handful of times, but we usually have music or something playing.
Yeah.
But I think for that to happen, you need like a table. I never want to be like the couple that I've seen in films, where like the dad's on one side, the mom's on the other side, and the kids are in the middle.
Oh no.
Because at one point in our lives, a plate's gonna fly against a wall and break.
That never happened in my house. We have some angry fucking people.
Did it?
I mean, maybe things were punched, but no one. I think it's good for families all to eat together at the table.
I don't know. I'm
'Cause-
on the fence with that.
Especially I always felt like it was even if you go to my mom's house to this day, like she makes dinner and we all eat together. Like it's something that her mom did. Like when we would have friends over, whoever you were, you sat at we would bring another chair, you would sit at the table with us. Because I know my friends didn't do that, and they were like, we can't just bring it up to your room. Like, no, we all eat together, and it would be like, because you don't really talk all day, you don't see each other all day. You're at school, you're at work,
Mm-hmm.
and it was lit. Like we didn't have a TV in the kitchen either, so literally we would just talk
Yeah.
for 45 minutes, and then we would help clean the table,
Mm-hmm.
put the food away.
Yeah.
It was something we did every day. And
yeah, my house didn't do that. Me and my brothers ate together, and my dad ate in the living room. And then when we got older, we were able to escalate to the living room.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like a rite of passage thing.
Like Fridays, Fridays we would eat. Like we would have one night where we ate maybe in the living room or the den and
Would
watch
that be a
TV.
pizza night?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, you wear the pants in this relationship, so I guess if you say we're eating at the table, we have to get a table first, and I'll be like, all right, I guess.
We'll have a kitchen too.
Yeah.
At
Well,
least.
a dining room.
Yeah.
Have a stress-reducing conversation. How do you do that? Spend 30 minutes each day having a "How was your day, dear?" talk. Oh, we do that.
Yeah, we definitely do.
And by the way, I think we do eat together, but there is usually a screen,
Yeah.
and I'm cool with that.
Mm.
Sometimes we don't have the screen, but the honey, how was your day talk is clutch. I do think it's kind of funny when, like, if I didn't work or if you didn't work, it's kind of hard to have that conversation.
Because one of you has a lot to say, and the other one's like, I chilled.
The other one's probably in the middle of doing some shit that they were, like, taking up their time beforehand. So, like, prime example. You'll come home from work if I had, like, a mental health day.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm in the room playing some No Man's Sky.
Mm.
And you are like, let me tell you about today. And I am like, mm-hmm. And then you're going on, and I'm like, and I'm trying really hard to listen, but at the same time trying really hard to keep doing what I'm doing. And it's tough. You got to learn how to multitask.
Mm.
You know, it's a little difficult. But if we're both had to work that day, we can both come
Which
home.
is more times than that.
I would say 5 out of, like,
90%.
yeah, what, like 9 out of 10?
Yeah.
Except for this coming, like 2 Fridays from now when it's your birthday.
Mm. It's my birthday.
Yeah, and we're gonna take that Friday off, and sleep in late,
Mm-hmm.
and throw rocks at birds that chirp outside of our window at 4 a.m.
Yes. No, our AC is going to be in the window by then because
I hope our AC like blocks it out because they are so excited.
it's about to be 95
They are
this
so.
weekend.
It'd be like 4:30, and they'd be like, "Yo, yo, yo, chirp, 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 yo."
Yeah, they are
chirp,
loud as
chirp,
fuck.
chirp.
Ugh.
So yeah, okay. Number 3, take a vacation.
Oh, yeah. Big supporter of that.
All right. chill
Sorry,
out.
I just love vacation so much. Huh.
I don't.
Vacation, all
I like
ever
vacations.
wanted.
I honestly prefer vacations where we don't go very far for very
yeah,
long.
yeah. Because traveling is exhausting.
Like our Myrtle Beach vacation was fun.
Yes.
Our Long Beach Island vacation was fun.
Yes.
That was actually my favorite so
I
far.
really want to do that again. We really should do that next year.
The Bushkill Falls getaway.
Nice.
I like getaways. Like, give
Yeah.
me like a weekend getaway with like a Friday included. Give me like a commute Friday. We arrive Friday, kick it Saturday, half a Sunday, drive back. Like, give me that, and I'm good with that. The like, let's get on a plane. Let's check our passports. Let's go to this spot. Let's like finesse some things. It gets tough for me to get back because it's like I don't know. I just don't like coming back all the time. But vacations are way better when you have actual vacation days.
So true, and you're not
Like paid vacation days.
Yep.
When you just have to request off and you're not getting
just
paid.
gonna be broke for 5 days. Like, well,
Yep. And you're like, none of this is great. Like, none of this is a good time for me. Like, my check is going to be shitty when I get back. So, yeah, take a vacation. Number 4, exercise together. We do this as well.
we sure do.
Go biking together every Saturday morning or take a daily post-dinner walk with your partner. What time are they eating dinner? Like, by the time I get home, we walking. It's gonna be dark out.
Yeah, it's not safe.
Yeah. Kayaking, swimming, skiing, waka waka waka. We will never bike together. That's stupid.
Nope. Anytime I see 2 people on bikes together where they're biking next to each other on the fucking street, I just want to...
I think the most we'll do is run.
Yeah, we do that.
Yeah. Number 5, share a 6-second kiss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a long kiss.
It's a long kiss.
That's a makeout session.
I would say at that point, like, there's definitely tongue involved. Because you can't just be like, you know?
A daily 6-second kiss will increase your emotional and physical intimacy. I mean, I feel like by like the 3rd second, I'm like grabbing a boob. Or at least a butt. Like, just think about just like.
Mark's not kissing me right now either. He's just making sounds. There's no kissing.
Yo, that's 6 seconds.
That was
That's
long.
mad long.
That was a long time.
That's crazy long. I don't know if I endorse this.
Plus, I mean, if you do, I would let them know this is happening and don't just try to, like, lay it on them. They're like, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
You just pin them against the wall and be like, this is happening.
and then, like, they just walk away. Like,
Yeah.
all right,
Yeah.
what do you want for dinner? Want pasta?
Oh, man. Let's see. Yeah, that's something. 6-second kiss. I know for a fact there is some couple out there who's doing this and someone's fucking counting. And they're like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, thank you. I love you. I love you too. And someone is counting. Someone is like, they're really like analytical about it. I feel like that person probably also has missionary sex. And when they're feeling frisky, they'll get on top. But for the most part,
Lights are off.
missionary.
I feel like the lights are off. Bra might still be on.
I think the bra's on top.
Yeah.
Like you might
that
get
we
like
both-
you might get like I don't think they'll pull the bra above where the boobs fall out the bottom. I think you might get like a tit up on top.
Titty on top.
Titty on top. But I feel like this is like a very structured like there's someone out there who's on a very structured like situation.
Oh yeah, that's sounds like fucking hell to me.
They also like order Blue Apron dinners and none of their food touches.
They have a specified everything date night
Yes.
every 3rd Friday.
They have a place for all their remotes. And they have a remote for every device.
Someone, I don't know if anyone's listening to this, but someone is like, oh shit.
Someone's like they're like driving and like some dude's like looking over at his girl or she's looking over at her guy and she's like, that's you, motherfucker.
We gotta change this shit up
That's
now.
you. The sexy
Now.
panties are just satin, but they're like full booty.
Doesn't know what a thong is. Lets those panty lines rock out.
Oral sex is for holidays.
Birthdays, that's it.
Birthday?
That's it.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
Once a year?
Uh-huh.
On the B-Day?
On the B-Day.
Oh, blow day. Oh, the double meaning. Damn. Lulu and Pop is fresh at it again. All right. Well, I want to eat a salad, so let's wrap this bad boy up. So that wraps up this episode of the Lulu and Pop Show. She is Lulu.
I'm Lulu.
And I'm Pop. And before we go, we just want to give out some information. First of all, this show is brought to you by Fishbox. Go to getfishbox.com and type in the password, the discount code SPACES, that's SPACES, and get your first 30 days for free. Never miss your package.
Because the postal service sucks.
Our postal service sucks so bad. We have a P.O. box and we still miss packages.
We still don't get our shit.
And
You
it's amazing.
still have to battle with these fuckers.
It's
Sorry,
amazing.
that's like...
And not like politely battle, like what I would consider like a guy who's rushing to work battling like a fucking crossing guard. Like you have to battle them like the battle of the bastards from Lord of the Rings.
It's like for me, it's like I need to get my husband involved because I'm talking to a wall right now. That's just like your packages aren't here. All this proof you're giving me
Doesn't exist.
doesn't matter. It's not back there.
Yep.
I turned around and looked.
Mm-hmm.
Turned back around. Your shit's not there.
So definitely don't go through that bullshit. So make sure you sign up for Get Fishbox and have your packages delivered when you're ready. Just call him up and be like, "Hey man, deliver that shit at 7:30," and he'll say, "All right, man, I'll see you then." GetFishbox.com, baby.
All right. So if you haven't yet, please like us on Facebook, which is www.facebook.com/Lulu and Pop. So then you're in all of the know, and you also get to partake in all of the random shit we post on there. Also like us on Lulu Pop, on Instagram, Lulu and Pop. Oh, and one more thing that I'm gonna plug every fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't heard, and if you haven't, then you don't pay attention. But Lulu and Pop was picked to partake in the Philadelphia Podcast Festival.
Yeah.
So it's going to be our first live show. Extremely excited / kind of fucking nervous.
Really?
Yeah. You know,
Oh, nice.
you'll be chill.
Yeah.
But so come out on July 15th. We go on at 6. The event that I'm posting on Facebook starts at 5:30 because I know how people like to show up late to things. Please don't show up late to this. We're going to be at Tattooed Moms. If you haven't been there before, it's fucking awesome. It's a Philly staple. It's a bar with amazing food.
I look forward to eating there.
They have both meat and vegetarian and vegan options, so everyone can eat. I'm going to keep bringing it up, but it's going to be an awesome time. We're going to have a special show. We're going to have some giveaways. We have a lot of awesome things in the works. So please, please show up. Give us some support.
All right. And with that being said, Lauren, say goodbye.
Goodbye.